There's 8 billion people in this world and everyone has a different experience, and I truly believe we go through what we go through so that it can help other people. We have overcame the things that we have overcame so that we can share that with other people and so that it can help them. So the first step for you to overcome your fear of creating is to actually start creating. As simple as it sounds, a lot of people just don't start because they don't know what to do, and that's okay. I didn't know what I was gonna say for this video, but I got closer to it, meaning that I just sat down and I started recording and I just started speaking. And sometimes you don't know how things are going to pan out before you actually start, but once you start, things start flowing. There's this amazing thing that starts happening with movement. When you start moving, things start happening. You start getting ideas. You start getting more confident because oftentimes your mind plays up something scary to be more scary than it actually is. How many times have you thought that something is super scary and then you actually do it and you're like, oh, that's not as bad as what I thought it was. It's the same thing with content creation and creating. You have to just start. And this leads into the next point, which is I would separate yourself from the people that know you. The reason why you want to do this is because when you want to start creating and you want to start creating something for yourself outside of what you already have, you have to take on a new identity. It's going to be hard for you to form that new identity if you are still around the people who know you as a different identity. I'll give you an example of this. So if you want to start a YouTube channel and the biggest thing that's been stopping you from starting is the fear that the people that view your content will know you as who you are. They won't see you as the content creator that you want to be or whatever you want to be. They will see you as that 9-to-5 person, that person that goes to that job, that digital marketer, that corporate marketer, whatever your job title is. They're going to see you as that, and you're going to feel like a fraud. You're going to feel this huge imposter syndrome. You're going to feel like you are not who you want to be, and all that's going to do is it's going to just prolong you from creating. And so the best way to do that is to separate yourself from the community that knows you for who you are right now. Maybe you have a great support system. Maybe they support you fully and will support you in becoming this new person. But for me, that wasn't the case. I was working a 9-to-5 job and I wanted to advertise this life of the laptop lifestyle. Being free to work wherever, work whenever, and do the work that I love doing. How could I share that with the world and still be working a 9-to-5 job? The people that saw that knew me as that 9-to-5 worker, they will be like, Reeve, what are you doing? Why are you making this content? It's not who you are. And if I had listened to them, I would still be working a job like they are doing right now. But I didn't. I disassociated myself from that community. It doesn't mean that I cut them off. I just didn't tell them what I was doing. I did everything in private. I created in private. I learned in private. And so for you, maybe separating yourself from your identity, from your old identity, and from everyone that knows you as a person, so that you can become this new person, this content creator, this business owner, this YouTuber, whatever you're aiming for. Maybe for you it looks like you start a YouTube channel, you create a video every single day, and maybe you don't name that channel after yourself. Maybe you name that channel something else, so that you can create with freedom, and the people that know you as that old identity, they'll never find that content. That content will never cross their feed, because YouTube is really good at giving content to the people that want to consume that content. And so if you just start creating, and even if the channel is not in your name, even if the channel doesn't have a name, it's a weird name, you're just creating for the sake of creating, YouTube will find the people that content is meant for. And your goal is not really to get views. Your goal is just to get comfortable with the art of creating, because quantity leads to quality. You're not going to be the best when you just start out. The third thing you want to do is that you want to find a community that is going to support the person that you are becoming, a community that is on the same journey as you, a community that will be able to help you and support you when you become your authentic self, when you create the content that you want to create, when you start becoming the new person that you want to become. And the reason that you want to do this is because firstly, you disassociating yourself from your old community. They're not going to be seeing your content, so you're not going to be telling them about what you're doing, because you don't want them to bring you back down to that old identity. And so to do this journey and to start creating on this journey, it's going to be very lonely, and a support system and people that are on the same journey as you will take you very, very far. One of the best things I ever done was create a video every day for 90 days. And I simply did it not to get views, not to grow the channel, not for any other reason than just to become a better speaker, because I knew that YouTube was something that I wanted to do. Now, I'm not saying you need to do that, but what you need to do, I think, from this point, because if you just watch this video and you're not going to take action after, then what's the point of actually watching this video? So the action that I want you to take is that you're going to start a YouTube channel. It doesn't have to be in your name. You don't have to know what you want to create the content about, but I want you to create a YouTube channel, and I want you to create a video every single day for 30 days. You don't need to know what the entire 30 days is going to be about. You don't need to know any of that. All you need to know is that every day you're going to show up to your camera and record a video. Your video can be 1 minute long, it can be 30 minutes long. It doesn't matter. The whole point of doing this is that you're going to get over your fear of creating. You're going to start building consistency. You're going to start seeing how YouTube works, how it's going to start finding the audience that would actually be interested in your content. You're going to understand what resonates with people when you say certain things, when you do certain things in your video. Whatever you may be doing, you're going to see how everything starts clicking together, and you can only get that through experience.